two, one. Happy
Happy New
New
Year!
Year! I got to be honest, Nick. I'm sick of the New Year's Eve, New Year's text, Happy New Year shit. I'm sick of it already. Like if it goes past like 3 days after,
Yeah,
that's the limit. I would say by listen, New Year's Day was Monday. I
yeah.
give it to Thursday, the latest. That's the limit. You got a chance to say Happy New Year to me.
Yo, I just texted you. You got to look at it real quick. It's important.
It says Happy New Year's, Mike. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to see it. What's your limit? Do you have a limit? Like, are you saying Happy New Year until like in like March? I
You
can see
could tell
you doing that.
you could tell me Happy New Year in September if you want to. I don't give a
Really?
fuck.
Really?
Yeah,
That doesn't bother you.
no.
It would
I
bother
told
me. I don't even care if you haven't seen me since fucking, the new year started.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I got people I haven't seen since 96. Are they going to say Happy New Year to me when they see me? Oh, Happy
They,
New Year for the past 25 fucking years.
they should tell you Happy Century, Happy New Century when they see you.
Hey, all I want to hear is like, wow, you haven't changed at all.
Right,
That's
except for
great.
you gain some weight in the midsection.
My muscles got bigger.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, my stomach. Yeah, I know.
I told somebody the other day, they were like, Happy New Year. I was like, Happy New Year. I was like, no, enjoy the New Year. And I was like, enjoy the rest of your life. That's what I told them. Why stop at a year?
Yeah, it is true. Like, what's your New Year's resolution? To enjoy life. Like,
Right.
that's a good one.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
enjoy your life, bro.
yeah. You know, when you see somebody and say you're at the grocery store and you get rung up and they tell you, have a nice day. Why stop at the day? You know, have a nice fucking week. Have a nice year. Have a nice fucking life. You
Listen,
don't
I
know when I'm gonna see me again. Tell me to enjoy my fucking have a nice life.
listen. I worked at a supermarket for years. If some wacko manager told me to say enjoy the rest of your life to a customer, right? Now that's just fucking dangerous. That customer is like, what do you mean enjoy the rest
Yeah,
of my life? Are you gonna come to my house and kill
yeah.
me because I used my bonus card and it has my address on it? Like, nah, we ain't going there, bro. No, it's
Enjoy.
like almost a threat.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your life. It ain't gonna last long.
Have fun at bingo. I will. Have fun fucking Jules. I will.
I will. Cut the egg off.
Oh shit.
That's a super bad reference for people that don't know.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you
So
don't, you know what? I don't think there's anybody really that listens to this show that wouldn't have picked up on that, you know? And at the very least, they would have been like, "Oh, what's that from?" Like High Kolarzik's probably like, "Oh, what's that from? I know that stupid movie these guys are talking about."
what's he talking
Oh
about?
yeah,
Rambo? He talking about Rambo? Rambo's dead,
Rambo,
right?
Rambo
Yeah,
First Blood.
Jonah Hill as Rambo.
Yeah, that's
Fat
great.
Jonah Hill as Rambo, I should say.
So what'd you do for New Year's?
I watched football all day and all night, and it was one of the best New Year's. I did not do anything. I didn't go out and spend $200 to go to the same usual bars
Oh,
that I never go to.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah,
I don't like the idea of like the bars you frequent that you go at like a random day or whatever. That's just gonna charge you $20.
right.
You know what I mean? But then some people get greedy. These fuck like Brazen Fox wanted like 50 or some shit. I heard like it was crazy, man. I'm like,
$50 to get
going
in.
out. So it was some crazy like after a certain time. Yeah, unless you got there like early. I think it was. I don't know if it was Brazen. I might have been somewhere else, but I was like, nah, pass on that. I mean, it was my
Yeah,
only
yeah.
option. What about you?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I worked on Sunday at down in Manhattan at the Metropolitan Opera House. It was fucking sick, man. We did there was a private party, so I'd never been there before. And when I first got there, I was walking around and I saw the school, the Juilliard Music School right across the street from it, and all this cool stuff. I'm like, holy shit, man! Like this is fucking so awesome right now. And then I saw there's David Geffen Hall. Like David Geffen, I think signed had something to do with Nirvana, and I had my Nirvana
Yeah.
sweatshirt on and shit like that. I was like, yeah, cool. So I had to walk through this hallway, and then I got to the opera house, had to check in and shit like that, and it was just fucking beautiful there, man. We set up. We had to get there super early, like 12:30. We were set up by like 3:34. And we were just killing time for like 4.5 hours or even more, probably like 5 hours.
Wow.
Just went to go get a little slice of pizza around Manhattan. It was freezing balls out. Um, and then just hung out there. But it was kind of weird. I mean, the guy that I work for, he's a friend of mine that I met from the play. This guy, Chris, he's gigantic dude. It's funny. He's cool as shit, right? When me and my cousin LJ first saw him, we were like, the guy didn't talk to anybody. He's just so chilled out. And we were like, we got to become friends with that guy, right? We just
Mhm.
have to because nobody was talking to him. So we just made a point to become friends with him.
Okay.
And it worked out in the long run because when I quit my job, my boss that I work for regularly told me, "Yeah, come work for me." And Chris did the same thing. He was like, "Yeah, come on, come work for me." So so he does the sound and stuff, and then his wife is the singer in the band. And she was in the play. She was the first girlfriend in the original play.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
you've heard her sing. She fucking rips.
Fucking
So
nice.
yeah. So that was cool. It was cool hanging with them. The kid that I worked with was awesome. He was a really cool kid. Like, dude, he got into some serious fucking drugs back in the day, like hardcore, like had a heart attack, almost died multiple fucking times, like that kind of shit.
Wow.
He took DMT and he
Dynamite?
got and it got him off of fucking hard drugs, man. He took it one time and he saw some shit that he was just like, nope, no more. He got in touch with some stuff and he said he was injured when he had a heart attack. He fell and tore a muscle in his leg and was walking with a limp. He said after that first session with DMT, he wasn't walking with a limp anymore, like healed his leg. He
Really?
met he met this like council in there, man. I don't even know if I can speak about this on the air, honestly. Maybe I'll tell it's too deep. It's too deep,
Okay.
but he met people like or beings and they fucking healed him
Really?
on DMT fucking trip. And I'm sure Eugene's gonna like all that. He's like, yeah, I mean, Lima Bean, he's like, I did DMT too once. But
Dynamite. Where'd he
well,
do
yeah,
it? You know, did he do it like in a jungle or like
no,
in
he
Queens?
he could get it. His friend makes it.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So, what are you cooking back there? That's some
Yeah.
D&T.
Yeah. So, but it was very weird though, because as the clock struck 12, like I was just in some random place, but like I only knew a few people there, but it was like I didn't even like scream Happy New Year. I was just standing there like, fuck am I doing here? You're supposed to be surrounded by people that you like care about. Not that I don't care about like the people that I worked with,
I
but you're
get it.
supposed to really be with people that you care about.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're right.
I like fireworks went off right outside the window. I just like kicked them over. I was like, "Get out of here, fireworks!" Shoved them up my butthole.
Hey, listen, I get it. I get the whole fucking thing. I don't care about New Year's. It doesn't make a difference to me. It's just another fucking day. Like the only thing I gotta remember is like if I'm writing checks to write 24 on it now. You know what I mean? That's the thing that's gonna fuck me up for the next 2 months.
It's true.
Anytime I gotta fucking write a check, because people still write checks.
Yeah,
And then sure enough, that's gonna fuck me up.
you would have liked this one though. It was there was I don't even know if you could consider it transsexual, but this motherfucker was this big black dude with a fucking goatee and a dress on. So I don't know what you could consider that, but I was like, yo, if you have the motherfucking balls, the brass balls to go out like that, then fucking my hat goes off to you, man, because I can't even wear a hat on my head. Like that doesn't fit perfectly to my fucking oh no, it's a little too big. This motherfucker is going out in a green fucking woman's dress and rocking a goatee.
I mean, listen, it's you're down in New York City, so
Yeah,
I mean, right now it's just anything like no holds barred. You can do whatever the fuck you
can
want.
do whatever
Nobody's
you
gonna
want.
say anything to you
Yeah.
because you see now like people get their cameras out. Nobody helps you out. If you get beat up by a tranny, Nick, and I'm with you, I'm probably pulling out my camera too. I'm like, oh shit, see this dude with the goatee and dress. But
This
yeah, I don't know. It's Wild West out there now, bro.
dude, he looked like an ex linebacker, big motherfucker. You weren't
Really?
taking he would destroy, and it didn't even look like he was trying to be like like feminine or anything. He was just like
Fuck
so
it. Like I got
so
lipstick on. I'm picturing Mike Tyson in like a green dress with lipstick on.
hell yeah,
Right? Just
yeah,
walking around New York City. Yeah, of course you're not gonna fuck with him.
yeah.
Fuck around with
But
that. It's
all in
crazy.
all, it was decent. It was cool. It was like being there was cool. It was a cool night. The time flew by. Usually, like at these events, You
Yeah.
look at you look at down at your watch, it's like 8:53. You look down 27 minutes later and it's 8:54 and you're like, what the fuck just happened? But the time just kept flying. Time flew, so I was like, fuck out of here. Got home at like 3:30, took some NyQuil.
Oh, nice.
But the best part is when you know you get home late and you're gonna NyQuil it up just to go to sleep, you take the NyQuil before you go in the shower. So it
Yes.
sets in, and then you're like about to fall asleep in the shower,
Yeah.
but you just tough it out, and then you go to sleep, and you're like, oh yeah, it's game time.
Yeah. It is, dude. It really is the best. Were you sick, or you just like, fuck it? It's
No,
New Year's. It's New Year's. I'm gonna take Nyquil. Like,
I
like
was fucking wired, Mike. I needed something to put me. Whenever I come home from those events, it's like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I just either drove really far or took down speakers for the fucking past 2 hours. I'm fucking amped. I'm ready to go.
wow. Yeah. So you gotta come down. It's like
I gotta
fucking
come down.
Nyquil. Love it.
NyQuil, dude. NyQuil,
Love it.
NyQuil, or the weed pen are the two greatest inventions to go the fuck to sleep.
To go to sleep. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt about it.
I
And
never
both at
doubled
the
up
same
on them
time.
though.
Both at the same time.
I never doubled them. Did you?
I might have
Yeah.
by accident. I didn't do it on purpose. I was so hopped up on the quill that I was like, I just started smoking weed. I'm like, oh shit. I forgot that I took NyQuil before. And then I was out for like 5, 6 days. So that was yeah, that was it, man. But speaking of like you mentioned like music with like Nirvana down there.
Yeah.
I don't know like why I was just like researching it popped in my head. I was like, I'm like, when did the fucking first guitar get made? Like when was it like
Wow.
invented, right? I don't know if you like know this, but it was like apparently it was invented like
Wait,
in
let
the
me get a guess. Let me get a guess. Let me get a guess. Let me get
yeah.
a guess.
Give me a century.
All right, all right. Give me one clue. It's probably very, very long ago, right?
I mean it
It's
seems
not
like
the
it's long
1800s.
ago,
It
but
ain't the 1800s.
it seems like it's long ago, but it's not that long ago if you really look at it. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't it's really not that long ago.
Are we talking about like a six-string guitar or like anything like a little
The original guitar would have had 4 strings on
that
it,
had okay.
and then later on they adapted to like six
Huh.
string guitar.
Let me think.
Ding, 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 ding.
Let me think. Let me think. It's got to be in like the 15th century or something like that.
Oh, very close. A little
Wait,
bit
wait,
higher.
14. I'm going 1476.
No, a little bit higher, bro. You're in the wrong century. A little
Wait,
bit.
wait, no, the 15th century is the 1400s.
I don't know, but I can't confirm that. But I know what it says here. It
Oh,
says
what
the
is it?
acoustic guitar had its origin in the early 16th century in Spain.
Oh,
So what's the 16th century? Was that like 1800s?
the 1500s, dickhead.
So you minus one. So
You
the
minus
six,
one.
so 16th century is like the 1500s.
Yeah, remember back in the day when you'd watch movies in the 90s and it would go 20th century Fox or whatever the
Fox.
fuck it was,
Yeah,
right?
I remember hearing that.
And it was 1996 and you were like, I don't get it.
I still don't fucking get it. But anyway, that's what they said, the 16th century. And then in
Okay.
like 1850,
Yeah.
it's when a manufacturer developed the prototype for the modern guitar. It was 1850. So if you really like just take 1850, right?
Yeah.
And people think like that's so long ago. Like, dude, there's probably like somebody still alive that was born in 1850. You know what I mean? Like
No,
it wasn't that long ago, Nick.
no, Mike. Nobody's 170 years old, I don't think.
Okay. All right, all right. I was thinking 107. All right, so 1850. All right. So that's somebody's grandma and your mom. Like, you know what I mean? That's only 2 generations of people, and that next generation, like whoever was alive in 1850 had a kid. That doesn't make sense either. Well, think about it. 1850 minus what? What year are we in? 2025 now almost. Let's just round up to make it even. So that's 150.
It's 174.
Yeah, it's 175 years old, just say.
It's
Right?
280 years old. Yeah.
So like 175 years ago, Nick,
Yeah.
if you really think about it, it's not that long ago.
It's not that long ago. There should have
But
been guitars
why
made before that.
but why does it seem so long ago? It seems like, the people, like, I don't think humans were around in the 1700s. I'm starting to believe, like, otherwise, what the fuck did we do from year one to the 18th century to like 1850? What the fuck were we doing? Just like roaming the earth, fucking throwing our shit. Like something had to happen where there had to be aliens come down or some fucking crazy shit, because you tell me we were here for like fucking 2,000 years not doing shit. And then all of a sudden, the last fucking 100, 200 years, we got all this like technology. A guitar was made, a guitar that
Yeah,
brought music, sound, it resonated in your mind. There was rhythms, all this shit expanded from a guy that just thought of a guitar.
right.
How the fuck do you think of a guitar? And the original guitars, the strings, you know what they were fucking made out of?
Steel.
No, before steel.
Um, Hair, horsehair.
You're getting close. The guitar strings were made of intestines of sheep.
Oh shit.
How fucking like so a motherfucker had to open up a sheep, grab the intestines. He's like, you know what? I could pluck these things and make so some maniac, probably a caveman, he ripped the intestines out of a sheep and he just started flicking it. And
Yeah,
then he was like, yo, that's how, and it started making a sound. And I
yeah,
guess that's how the fucking first guitar made. I'm not making this up. This is the guy's honest truth about the fucking intestines of a sheep. I can believe it, but when I read it on the internet, it's true if you find it on the internet. And
yeah.
then Christian Frederick Martin, he's the one that took the major step and you started using steel strings, and that became like the modern guitar that
Wow.
we all see and love today. But it's just like it's crazy. So some maniac invented a guitar and it brought about all this fucking music and all this shit from a guitar. Like it's really wild to think about. And it was only 175 years ago that this was created. That's just it's really mind blowing to me. I mean, I don't know how everybody else feels.
I'm a little mind blown by it. I actually feel a little bit more like it's very special now to think about that. I just thought it was something that was there at the beginning of time. Like, people in the like in year one were playing guitars. Maybe they didn't look like the guitar, but they were just sitting there strumming like a one string guitar, like bing, 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 you know?
I don't know. I don't know. Like who, but how do you get so you get this like carved wood and the hole in it and you attach strings so that the sound comes out? Like, how do you create that? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It doesn't seem like a caveman would be able to invent something like that. It had
yeah,
to be something from a higher power, a higher being.
probably.
You know what I mean? That's why I don't believe that we're, 2,000 years old. I can't see that being the fucking truth. You know what I mean? There has to be some kind of documents or some shit. Like, how do I go check back my family history? Does it can only go back so far. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
we're all just walking around like fucking monkeys. Like, how do we survive? Like on the earth, we're all naked. We're shitting in the woods.
Yeah.
What do you live to like fucking 10 at the most if you're lucky? Like it just nothing makes fucking sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yo, if it's hot out, I feel like I'm gonna die when it's like fucking 100. I'm like, yo, if
Right.
I stay out here more than fucking 10 minutes, my ass is toast. So I don't know, man. It's just like I don't know. I think I was thinking about that the other day, you know. So yeah, it popped in my head. It's just like I don't know. I don't know how everybody feels about it, but that's what I
Well,
think. It's very strange.
the fact that the guitar is like an acoustic guitar, like you were saying, the strings, the hole in
Mhm.
the guitar, and the wood. The fact that you strum that guitar and such a beautiful fucking sound comes out of that guitar, we take that for granted, man. And we
Right.
just say, "Oh yeah, that's how it works." Motherfucker, you're
That's what I mean.
strumming that and the hole in there is resonate or the strings are resonating into that fucking hollow body and then coming back out to you is absolute beauty. Because without that thing, it just sounds like strings. Like if you're playing an electric guitar,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Without it plugged in, it just sounds like
Sounds like shit. Yeah. It sounds like total fucking garbage.
so it's like the fucking wood. It's the body of the guitar that brings the beauty out of it.
Yeah. And apparently guitar was back in the early time was like thicker. It was like bigger or whatever. And then they trimmed it down or whatever. And then yeah, that's like the modern day version. It was just like I mean, so it just made me think, like, too, like, is there another instrument out there that just hasn't been invented yet?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, then we got like flutes and shit and all this fucking other, drums. I get because you're just probably running around town just banging on shit because what else you got to do and just hear
Right.
sounds. And
Yeah.
sometimes the sounds you make, like hitting shit with a rock, probably
Yeah.
sounds good to you. So I get the whole drum thing.
That's true.
But then you got fucking like trombones and
Yeah.
shit and fucking ukuleles, the harp, like the
Yeah.
fucking harp, man. Like
Right.
that's just like, hey, let's put more strings and we'll carry this fucking big thing around. It's just
Right.
really mind-blowing shit, man. Really is. And it just like music has such a big impact on
Yeah.
society, the world. It resonates with people. I mean, not so much now, especially with like the rap music and shit, because everything's like digital and fucking shit produced, all
Yeah.
computerized. Nobody's played fucking instruments, unless you're a fucking cool band. But I don't know. It's just like,
Like hindsight.
yeah, like hindsight, like the band fucking hindsight. So it's crazy, man. Really crazy.
Yo, I'm gonna blow your mind. I mean, blow your mind even more now. Ready? So now you have an electric guitar,
Mhm.
right? Sounds like shit without plugged in. Then you take a cable, you plug it into your guitar,
I know it works.
and then you plug your guitar cable into an amplifier,
Right.
and that motherfucker starts screaming
Ripping.
just because the little piece of metal is go. What's going on in that fucking piece of metal?
I don't know.
What goes on in there?
You know who you should ask? The guy from Guns N' Roses, Slash. He seems to know what the fuck he's doing on that thing.
What the fuck? I know the cable is just it's taking no, see, it doesn't make any sense. You could try to wrap your head around it, right?
I know.
So
I'm
it's
trying.
it's
Trust me, I'm trying.
on the guitar, there's your pickups, and when you strum it, the pickup, I guess, somehow, I don't know how, fucking grabs that sound and then shoots it through the cable, and then it
Shoots.
gets distorted or whatever fucking effect you want to put on that amplifier, and you're fucking ripping.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
But it's the same thing with right now. We're
I don't
speaking into
know.
microphones and it's coming over to you and you're pressing a record button. You're recording us on this fucking computer. What the fuck? You couldn't, there's not even, I can't even comprehend it.
No. Imagine if you were so dumb in the 1800s thinking about this as a possibility.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going to happen in another 200 fucking years?
I don't know.
You know? Are we going to be able to like teleport? And yo,
Probably.
if there's a dude, I think we're gonna miss out on a really good time because if we're able to teleport to like different parts of the world, I would never stop traveling.
Yeah.
I'd be like fucking Scott Bakula in fucking Quantum Leap, Sam Beckett. I'd fucking, where's Ziggy? Let me fucking go around the world and leap. Fucking
I thought
crazy, man.
I never got into, I was never able to get into Quantum Leap because that was on Fridays.
It was on NBC on I think it was Mondays.
Was it Mondays?
I don't know what day it was like growing up, but I
Yeah.
started it's they have a new version on now, which fucking sucks with this fucking guy. He sucks. But the original, I had to get Peacock for a football game because they put
Mhm.
football on a Peacock. So I was like, I got the cock.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I got the cock, right? Got my password and everything. I got the cock for a month. Right. Then I got to give the cock back.
Yeah, of course.
So you could look up
Temporary.
everything. Oh, I was on the cock for past 2 weeks like an animal. And I was looking up SNL videos and I was watching old SNL Saturday Night Live videos and shit is fucking awesome. The only thing that sucks, they didn't have the musical band on each episode, which it was horrible because I wanted to see, like the old
Yeah.
fucking like the old Coldplay from back in the day when they first
Mhm.
started, all that shit. And I was very disappointed in that.
Yeah.
I gotta find out the reason why. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah.
But I came into Quantum Leap and I started watching the old Quantum Leap, like from back in the day. I'm like on season 3 or whatever. And the scariest episode was like a Halloween episode. And then Al got fucking possessed by the devil and Sam Bet. Yo, it was a scary Halloween shit. I'll never forget it because it fucked
Yeah.
me up like when I was a kid. But I seen that episode come on, and dude, it literally stopped my heart for a second. I was like, oh no, it brought back shit. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this? I remember this shit. Because you're watching it, like you don't really remember the episodes, but
Yeah.
some stick out.
Yeah.
But it's like such a good show. Like for people that don't know, Quantum Leap, Scott Bakula, he's Sam Beckett, neuroscientist, whatever the fuck. He, you know, leaped. And in order for him to keep leaping or try to get home, he would have to solve the wrongs and try to make him right so he'd be able to leap and shit, which is just what a fantastic fucking idea. And
Yeah.
you know, great show, fucking absolute great show. Now we're stuck with the fucking Kardashians. You know, see, that's the difference. I grew up watching Quantum Leap. Now you're growing up. These little kids are watching who Kim Kardashian is fucking this week.
All
You
right.
know? It's really, really
And
fun.
not only do they have to watch that, they can actually see Kim Kardashian having sex.
Yeah, I've watched it. I've
You
watched it a
watched it too.
couple times. I'm
I
like,
watched it a
fuck you,
couple
Ray
times.
J, piece of
Like, how,
shit.
how could you not watch it?
I mean, she was she was pretty banging back in the day. But then when you met her like sisters,
Mhm.
like her sister, Kourtney Kardashian, I think
Mhm.
she's the fucking hottest. I
Really?
think she's fucking hot. Yeah, she's my favorite.
I
I mean,
like
they're
I
all
like
fucking crazy, but
I like their dad. No, I'm just
as a
kidding.
man,
I
as
think
a
their
man
mom
or a woman,
I think their mom is hot. Caitlyn, Caitlyn Jenner.
their mommy. Yeah,
Their
right.
mommy.
Yeah. All fucking three of those kids came out of that cunt.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy shit is right.
Um oh, well, I guess we could talk about this because we were talking about like kind of like evolution in a way, right? How we evolved from like 1 year or whatever. But
Mhm.
when I was at New Year's, I was looking around it, just staring at everybody, like at their tables and shit like that.
That get weirdo.
Yeah, and I was just like, look what we've become, right? And I didn't mean it in like a negative way or anything, but we just, how the fuck did we evolve like from monkeys to wearing clothing, talking to each other, playing music, just hanging out at a fucking opera house, right? And
I don't know.
gorillas and monkeys, they have minds that are very capable to understand things, right? So I texted you the other day the topic, but I was like, do gorillas ever look at us like, what the fuck are these morons doing? Like they understand shit. Like monkeys, certain monkeys are really smart. They're like, why are these dumbasses wearing clothing? What are they doing to themselves? They're so stupid.
You think they're say you think they're thinking that? It's like, why
Like,
does he have fucking sneakers on? He's not going to feel the earth and the vibrations of the earth. Yeah, that
right.
monkey ain't thinking that. He's like, yo, when can I eat a fucking banana or I'm ripping that guy's face off? That's what he's fucking thinking of.
Yeah,
Fucking monkeys. That
but
even evolution is crazy though.
do you think they could be saying to themselves like, why can't I be doing that? Like they understand things, right?
Of course. Well, you've seen the fucking like Coco and shit. They put on shirts. They put on fucking
Yeah,
pants
yeah,
themselves.
yeah,
Like if you tell a monkey to do it, they take your glasses, they put it on themselves. You know what I mean? I've seen the fucking videos of fucking
yeah,
Coco hanging out
yeah.
with Robin Williams. That orangutan was fucking doing everything, you know? So
I mean,
yeah, maybe yeah, I'm trying to think. Maybe the Scientology people were right. Maybe alien beings came down to Earth. They seen a bunch of monkeys and they just started fucking it. And then we just created some kind of hybrid fucking shit.
maybe.
You know what I mean? Maybe that's it. I don't fucking know. Who knows? I would like to know some of these answers.
Maybe maybe they know. Maybe they can do all our shit. And
They
they,
drive, Nick. I've
I
seen a
know,
monkey drive a golf court around the golf course,
I know,
making turns.
I know.
Like he was putting his little fucking monkey arm out the window to make lefts.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. How do you know how to do that?
But what if they do know how to do all this shit, but they know not to because
Not
they
to.
know they will fuck them up. Like maybe it's old folklore that's passed down the line, be like, mm-mm, you don't do
Maybe.
that. And then like some of the monkeys branch out and they're like, fuck this, I'm driving this golf cart, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's like, if I don't give a fuck, just who's gonna stop me? You know?
Exactly.
It's just funny how they know to like turn the ignition and just turn the wheels.
Yeah.
Like it's just they had this one monkey that was driving a golf court around this enclosure with other animals. So other animals were inside this enclosure,
Yeah.
and the monkey was in the golf court driving around it. He was
Right.
driving around it like in circles, probably doing it for hours. But all the other animals were fucking staring at him, and you could see the animals were like, "What the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
is this monkey really driving this fucking car around? It's like you're gonna blow it." You know what I mean? That's probably what they're fucking thinking.
Yeah. We're all dead.
You know. But yeah, if the monkey, yeah, if we ever figure that out, we could probably just send monkeys to like do our jobs, and we could
Right.
just stay home and act like fucking monkeys. You know,
Probably.
they probably haven't made. They're probably, you're right. They're probably way smarter than us.
Yeah. I mean, we already talked about all the smart animals that are way smarter than us. Dolphins.
Dolphins, yeah, that's immediately number one.
Yeah.
They will
But the,
protect from
but
sharks. They will protect you
yeah.
from sharks. If that's what you need to do, if you're gonna go in the ocean, make sure there's dolphins around because they will. Yeah, they'll protect your ass.
Hell yeah. Imagine you just rolled with like a school of dolphins. Like you bought them when you were younger and you
They
just
knew
swam
you.
with them all day and they were always roaming with you, always rolling with you.
Yeah, right.
You could go anywhere in the ocean, like you could just swim for fucking miles and know that nobody's fucking with you out there because you got your fucking dolphin squad.
Imagine I roll up in the Hamptons with a fucking pot of dolphins right on the fucking beach. I just roll up, start fucking drinking
Hell
at
yeah.
the bar, and then fucking like, all right, guys, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know,
And they're
fucking
towing you. Say like you got like 10 of them in front of you, you're on a
yeah,
fucking raft. And you're
yeah.
just chilling with a pina colada. 10 of them are towing you, and then you got fucking like 20 on the left side, right side, and behind you, and like 10 behind underneath. So you just fucking force field up.
I'm like, regulators, mount up, and then we fucking take the fuck off, man.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, boys, let's fucking do this.
Dude, Miami Dolphins is the most toughest fucking team out there. Nobody thinks about that. But those pound for pound, Dolphins gonna fuck your shit up.
Yeah, they will
Yeah.
fuck you up and protect you. So don't piss off the fucking dolphins.
Yeah. But on land, they ain't got shit. On anybody.
On land, they're dead.
They're toast.
Yeah, I mean they try to come out the water. I mean they do for a brief second when they jump, but
Yeah.
yeah, they can't stay out there. They're fucking fish.
They come on the land, you're like, you're on my turf now, big dog.
Yeah, right. It's like, well,
You're
my
on
turf's
there.
bigger. Fucking 3/3 of the world is fucking all water.
Three
I'm a
thirds of
fucking
the world.
dolphin. I'm a
Three.
fucking dolphin. I'm smarter than you. It's a lot of water out there, bro. Tons of it. There's water everywhere.
Yeah. We should make a fucking we should make a movie about it, like a kid that gets lost at sea. He like falls off a cruise ship and they don't know. And a pod of dolphins finds him and like they bring him to an island and they be friends with him. And he just makes a raft and they just tow his ass around the ocean.
I think you just want this dream to happen. What about if it's a little tiny kid, like a baby, like a toddler, and the dolphin's protected, but he grows up and he acts like a dolphin because he's been living with the dolphins for fucking 20 years. Then they try to pull him out the ocean, and it's like he's like and he's just fucking that's all he fucking talks.
Yeah.
I know no words, but he's mad smart.
Right.
That's the fucking movie. I don't know what it would be. Maybe it would be a drama instead of a comedy.
And they're like, how do you he like turns around and blows the water up with his mouth, like how they shoot it out of their fucking
It's like, what's that on your fucking back? That's my blowhole. You got a long fucking bottle fucking nose and shit.
or you know what he does? He doesn't blow it out of his mouth. He just puts his ass up and farts out of the water.
Yeah, fucking hit in the face with that shit. Like, this guy's a fucking asshole.
Oh shit. That would be a good movie.
That would be a fucking good movie. I'd fucking
Oh, yeah.
watch it.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's
Dolphins-
take a
All right, go for it.
yeah, let's take a quick commercial break.
All right.
We'll be right back on the Mix Up Podcast. We'll take a look at what you got going on in the background. Maybe there's some kind of book or something coming out.
Oh shit.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Do it with it, crush it.
All right, we are back on the Mix It Up Podcast. I'm Mike. That's Nick. Happy New Year. So you got some shit in the fucking background, Nick. It looks like, what is it? It looks like your book of poems finally hit.
The Book of Poems finally hit, man. Lyrical Atrocities is on Amazon KDP. You could buy it. All you need is the Amazon Kindle app, which is free,
Okay.
and you just search for it. I don't think you can use the Amazon app for some reason. You have to go on like Amazon.com You can just search my name, Nick Celio, or you could type in Lyrical Atrocities. It comes up, downloads to your phone. Like I said, you do need the Amazon KDP app in order to read it, and there it is. And then you have it.
Okay.
$9.99. $9.99.
Well, so but you said the hardcore one is coming out, right? The hard what do you call it? Your
Oh my
hardcore
God.
poems. I think
Dude,
there must be a separate book coming out of
we gotta
hardcore
go to
poems.
fucking Barnes and Noble and just like, hey, where do you keep your hardcore books?
You gotta go to get your next book, you gotta go to the Romantic Depot
Yeah.
fucking off 287.
It's
What do you call
it's
it?
the hardcover book, the
Hardcover.
hardcover book. So you could,
That's it.
yeah. So I realized, dude, every picture in this book is color. I mean, every page is color. Every poem has a picture associated with it. Like we were saying, to help dumb people like us know what the poem is about. Because I don't want people saying, "Oh, I wonder what that poem was about."
Right.
Most of my poems are pretty straightforward. They're talky. Like today, I went to the store. It sucked, and that's the end of the poem. So you know what's up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? There's
right.
nothing, no diving deep into that fucking poem.
Of course not.
But to print out a book like this on like self-publishing websites, a whole like a 60-page book in color
Mhm.
is bizarre amounts of fucking money. It's probably like, I don't know, at least 25 to 30 fucking dollars to print one copy out. So you can't make any fucking money on that. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna
Yeah,
pay
right.
50 bucks for the fucking book. Amazon charges like, I don't know, maybe it would cost like $2 or maybe $3 to print out fucking one copy. So they do it by on sale basis. If you bought one, they print it out for you.
Okay.
That's fucking sick, man. I didn't even think that I was going to be able to do a hard copy because of the
Just
cost.
the cost of it, yeah.
But the fact that Amazon offers something like that is just awesome. Because and then after I put it up on the ebook, they were like, "Do you want to work on this?" And I was like, "I guess let me see what's going on." And to price it out, and I saw the price, and I was like, "Holy shit, I'm gonna actually do it!" Because obviously having a book in your hand is just easier to read, and it's like I think you get a better feel for it when you have the book in your hand, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go that route as well. I'm not really pushing it right now. I think until I get the actual hard copy done, you know,
Okay. Yeah, I definitely
hardcover copy.
want a hard copy of it for sure.
Yeah,
Because I don't think a lot of people know, like, oh, like, you need a Kindle app. A lot of people like don't have Kindles. Like I know the smart people have Kindles, obviously.
no, but
And
you don't need Kindle. You don't need a Kindle app.
well, you need an app, and
Yeah,
it's
but on your
free.
phone.
Yeah, it's free. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you download it on your phone, and then you buy the thing, and then I mean, if you want, you could just go on to Amazon. You can get a sample of it right now if you want. There's like 5 pages or something like that you can get like
Okay.
5 poems for free or whatever, and then just download the Kindle app,
Well,
Amazon Kindle.
check out the links on the bottom as we're talking about this. If you're watching YouTube, Nick sent me the links and then I could copy and paste it. I'll put it on here right below,
Hmm.
right below here. You can see
Yeah,
it. You can see it coming. And then we'll figure out how to do all that, how to download
yeah,
the app
yeah.
because it's a process.
Oh yeah, big process. You got to get on
And
your roof. You got to spin a wheel and a cog to get that fucking app going. Like, let's go, let's get this fucking app.
right. You gotta call your fucking dolphin friends, your
Yeah,
fucking monkeys, all that shit. But yeah, I mean, I'm down. I'm gonna do it. It sounds pretty easy.
yeah. It is
To
easy.
do it, search for it. So we'll get the link for the book. So it'll be a lot easier for people instead of searching your name or lyrical atrocities because if you really think about it, atrocities is a hard word to spell. Like I know lyrical I could have got, but once you said atrocities, it probably would have took me a minute. But now that I'm looking above your head, I can see the word. It's really just cities with an ATRO in front of it. So at row cities. If you need to if you're in a spelling bee, that's the way I would
Rose
do it.
Cities.
You know what I
That's
mean?
great. Yeah.
At Rose Cities, baby. It sounds like sounds like a producer of ours. Yeah, we get
Yo,
produced by at Rose Cities.
hell
Yeah.
yeah. Rose City, yo, Rose Cities, y'all. At Rose Cities,
Oh,
y'all.
at Rose Cities, at Rose Cities. What up? You know what
Oh
it is.
shit.
So cool, man. Congratulations on the book.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
So
I
everybody
still
buy
haven't
that shit.
listen, like I said, I haven't pushed it right now. So if anybody is out there and wants to buy it, be the first person to fucking buy it. I'd be happy to see a sale. At least I'd be happy to see a sale because I get to see all the stats and shit like that. So if I wake up the next morning after you hear this podcast and I see that there's a sale, I'd be pretty pumped up about that. You know?
I'd be pretty pumped too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then eventually I'll come out with a book
Hmm.
about nonsense, and
Yep.
then I'll have one too, and then hopefully I'll make a sale. Hopefully I won't be the only one buying it. That'd be nice. No, I can't write a book. I would have to pay somebody to write it for me.
I'll tell you what, Mike. The next book
What
I
I
write,
even write?
I'll put by Mike Trainer on my next book. Actually, I have a book that probably that the next book that I'm going to work on probably is the let yourself kick you don't let the door kick you in the ass. Remember that book?
Oh yeah.
I want to color. I'm going to color it now so it's a little bit more vibrant because it's just like black and white stick figures. But
Explain that book to the people for people
it's
that don't.
it's called Let the Door Kick You in the Ass. It's basically about um it's all stick figure stuff, and I just like wrote 100 um they're kind of like one-liner things. Like some of them are one-liners like music is cool, dance, and it's a little fucking stick figure dancing, or it's like, smile at strangers and all that, like smile at women passing by. And it's a picture of like a woman like, did you just say hi to me? Like, you know what I mean? Like the natural reaction if you were to say hi to a woman. It's just
Yeah.
it's very sarcastic, but like also it would make you think. It makes you stop and think like, oh shit, maybe I should be smiling at people or
Do
whatever
that.
the
Yeah.
fuck. And I mean
Not
at the
me.
end of it, what's that?
Not me. I wouldn't. It wouldn't work for me. Like if I'm walking down the block and I'm just smiling, and
Yeah.
then I see a girl come by, like, "Hi," it just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. But
Yeah.
hey.
But a lot of my stuff, a lot of my books and like are based off like taking chances and like
Mhm.
not wasting your time and stuff like that. So like the end of the book kind of goes towards it leads you to the let the door kick yourself and let the door kick you in the ass. So everybody says don't let the door kick you in the ass, but you should let it kick you in the ass because that means you're leaving a place where you didn't want to be. You
It,
know?
it's almost like you're doing like self-help books.
Yeah,
You put your books in like the self-help section because a lot of motherfuckers need help out there and they're looking. So definitely put that on hashtag that shit. Hashtag self-help.
you're right. You're
You know
right.
what I mean?
There's another like series that I started writing. It's called the Adult Bedtime Stories, and I don't know if I ever talked about it on here, but everybody loves bedtime stories, right? Everybody
Nope.
reads them to their kids. Yeah, everybody loves picture books because they're easy. And so this one, the first book is called The Story of Phil the Accountant, and it's pretty much me, right? So like it just goes on with it starts off with this guy plugging away on his computer, and it's all illustrated. I actually paid a guy to do this, one of my brother's friends, and I underpaid him $500 to like do really good fucking extensive illustrations. So one day, mark my words right here, I'm going to sell this book and I'm going to do this series and I'm going to make a lot of money off of it. And I'm going to give this guy probably like 5 grand because that's what he deserved off of it. But so the book is that he's an accountant. He hates his fucking job, and he's like, fuck this shit. And for some reason, like a lot of the people in my book are named Phil, and I don't know, it's just me, it's my alter ego. But I have and I have Rob as the other character. I just always put
Just
like
Rob.
Rob there, just because he always used to talk me off the ledge and shit like that. So I would be Phil goes, oh man, I want to quit, and then Rob goes, what about your 401k and your benefits and this, that, and the other thing? He's like, and Phil's like, I don't care about that. I'm quitting tomorrow, right? So he quits the fuck. He always says he's going to quit the job, but then the big bosses come in and they offer him a fucking raise, and then the whole big thing is what's he going to do? And he goes back to his fucking job because the more money you throw at people, they eventually you say, oh, it's okay, I'll deal with it, but then you still become miserable. But it's like that's a lesson of like maybe somebody would look at that and be like, holy shit, man, that is me.
Selling your soul for money, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
And am I going to just keep talking about it or am I going to fucking do anything about it? You know?
Sounds like a pretty interesting, like almost like kind of like I wouldn't do a movie about it because that's like
Yeah.
Office Space, but I would do like a series about it. But sometimes I would want to make it like a little darker, so you could
Yeah.
put it like on HBO or some shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. Phil the accountant.
Yeah, it's like
Accountant by day,
I can
murderer by night.
like Dexter. I can see you wearing like a suit, but just with like your alter ego Phil who just has glasses on, and you just like you're walking around like, look at this fucking crazy nerd.
I wish. Do I have the ability to share my screen on here, or let me send it to you, and you can share your screen so you could let everybody know what Phil the accountant looks like.
Let me see if I could. I think I could probably send it to you. I forgot how he did. Did we do it with Tom Oldhouse that time? He told me how to do it. Remember, I
Yeah.
gave him the thing,
Maybe.
and I was like, "Here, that's who we should have." Eugene reminded me. He's like, "We should have Tom Oldhouse come back on the show." I'm like, "That's great," but he's so eccentric that it's really hard for me to follow him live as he's talking.
Yeah.
It's better for me just to listen to him like after the fact because he's
Right.
so like he's off the wall back and forth. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the attachment.
Oh, I guess I could just put it on the screen, right? You guys could just see him on here. Oh, you can't really see it now. Oh,
Yeah, I can't see that. All right, let me probably see. I could share it. This is the summary, share screen, desktop too. You might see my dog in here too.
Mhm.
So that's the guy.
That's Phil the
He
accountant.
He looks like just like a grown-up version of Charlie Brown.
He does. He does
He
actually.
has like the sweatshirt that Charlie Brown has with like
Yeah.
the triangles.
Yep.
You know, so yeah, that's definitely that's him, man. That's fucking him.
Yep.
It's a great drawing.
Yeah. That's Phil the accountant. And you know the funny thing is I was gonna make a uh a comic book of it, Mike. And I dressed up as Phil the accountant with a wig and did every scene. And I had little Nick DeFado. I had him dress up as the friend.
Really?
I gotta fucking find these pictures, bro, and send them to you. They're hilarious.
Let me see.
But yeah, that's
It's pretty cool though.
yeah, I'll send you the book too, so you can read it or whatever. It'll take you 5 minutes to fucking read the book. Because it's a fucking picture book. So oh dude, I gotta say the next one is the best. It's about a stripper. It's called Sherry the Stripper. And she falls in love at a strip club with the guy. The guy promises her the fucking world. And then, they go back, they have sex and shit like that. She
Nice.
wakes up, there's money on the table. And she's like, oh no, I got duped. I got duped, right? So the last line is the fucking best of the whole fucking story. She's dancing again, and she's got this fucking guy. His name's Bob, right? A local guy that's getting a lap dance, right? So in her mind, she always drifts away, right? Yeah. She always drifts away like that she's on an island somewhere. So she's like, she gives up and she's just like, she's giving this guy a lap dance. And she goes in her head, like while she's thinking about it, she goes, oh, I could get used to this, right? And Bob goes, yeah, so could I. She's getting a lap dance. You got to read it. It hits harder because I think I might have fucked it up a little bit, but I'm telling you, they will get people going like, what am like legit, like, I got to change my fucking life. What the fuck am I doing? I got to do it now. That's the whole point of them, for people to think.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But-
I think I nailed it when I said self-help books.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it seems like it's right there.
I think you're right.
I am
What
right.
else we got? What else we got to talk around here about?
I don't know. Did you? You said something, right?
I did say something. Let me see.
You had the fucking monkeys. You talked about that already.
Evolution, monkeys, New Year's.
Over Labajat. Labajat. Like you spelled the word OVVIAOJIT. That's not even a word. So you must have spelled that before when you tried to spell, obviously.
Yeah,
And it automatically comes up.
right. That's it. There must be a word.
Oviat, we're fucking doing the podcast tonight. Oviat. Like, what? What the fuck does that mean? Oh, the Jeffrey Epstein client list is coming out.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
So
Talk about it.
basically, it's not out yet. The client list is gonna hit like fairly soon. They said the first week of like the new year. But they already had a leaked thing with a John Doe 36 is apparently Bill Clinton, and he's gonna be named in it because he's had flights, whatever. So around social media, actually, there's the flight logs going around, but I don't know why it's going around now again. This has been the flight logs have been out for years. You know what I mean? But and it shows like people flying to Jeffrey Epstein's island, using the plane, flying to that island.
Right.
They had Trump in there. Everybody was assuming Trump was going to Jeffrey Epstein's island. He never actually went to the island. He used
No.
to play from New York to Florida to Mar-Lago, like Mar-Lago, whatever the fuck that name is.
Okay.
So like people like be careful who your heroes are because the people like are so supportive of the Clintons, Bill Clinton. I mean, the evidence, the proof is in the pudding. This dude took a cigar, stuck it up an intern's fucking, hoo ha,
Hmm.
while she was fucking like barely like what was she, 19 years old? I mean,
This is Monica Lewinsky shit.
yeah, Monica Lewinsky. That's what I'm talking about. Like, so this motherfucker did that.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, he didn't go to the island and fucking do little. I'm like, wake the fuck up, people.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So that kind of just right there, it's just like people don't want to believe it. That's what it is. People don't want to believe it. So
Yeah.
that it's they're Democrats or Republicans or whatever. So they have to stay on that one side, which
Right.
is just ridiculous because these are little fucking kids that are getting fucking harmed by pedophiles.
Right.
We want those fucking names. Like, it's amazing how these lists of names just it's not coming out. It's what are these guys paying big dollars to keep their names from fucking coming out? I mean, you've seen like some movies like The Sound of Freedom where this dude rescued like a couple kids. Like that movie, if you guys haven't seen it, it's on Amazon Prime now.
Yeah.
It was in the movies for a while. Like it's a very like touching movie. This dude, like, it's based off a true story. He rescues like 50, 60 kids. You know what I mean? Like in the depths of jungles. Like he went through.
You watched it, right?
I watched it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And it gets you a little teary eyed because it's like, Jesus Christ, there's really animals, adults that like act like this. And they said it's like the whole pedophile shit is like $150 billion business every year.
That's crazy, man.
And if you think about it, it's like it wouldn't exist if you didn't have the so-called clients. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
once you want this list to come out of all these fucking pedophiles disgusting human beings, because then that would deter other people from acting on their fucking disgusting, sick,
Right.
twisted impulses. But no, that just goes to show you like this whole fucking government and top people are corrupt as fuck.
Yeah.
There is no doubt about it, man.
Sure.
And
And
it's time for we know this shit. We need to know.
it's disturbing. It's fucking disturbing that there's such people up there that have the power, number one, that they want this shit to be hidden, right? And the scary part is there's probably so many people out there that want to like to release it and fucking unfold the fucking thing, but they know that they're gonna be in fucking serious danger.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Like,
in trouble.
you're going to get killed.
Not just killed, probably tortured.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. And
No way.
that's fucked up.
And it runs so deep, it runs so powerful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It has to. You know what I mean? And then they try to like, throw us a bone like they're doing something with like they throw like kids on the back of milk cartons. Like,
Right.
motherfucker, you got this fucking kid. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just don't believe the world is so filled with just random strangers just trying to steal kids. You know what I mean? It has to be a big business. It has to be a moneymaker. I mean, this kind of business, a business I'm calling it, which is fucking insane to even say that word. But it's such big business that it's taken over like the drug trade, like the arms trade. Like, it's crazy.
It is
It's
crazy.
crazy how much money fucking it involves in this shit. It's really, really sick and twisted. I can't believe we live in a society where there's fucking people in power that are like that. Fucking real scary, man.
Yeah.
These are kids. They're fucking kids.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck's the matter
Oh.
with these fucking people, man.
That's the people you just want to like, not just throw to prison, but you don't want to kill them. You just want to fucking torture them for fucking 50 years. You know what I mean? And then
You want
put
to
it on fucking the internet so people just watch.
line them up, pull out their wieners, and let the fucking axe go down on them. Chop off their weenies. There's a lot of people that you want to chop their wieners off, though, right? Like a lot of people deserve to get their dicks chopped off if you think about it.
Rapists,
Yeah. Yeah.
regular rapists or rapists of people your own age. Those people
Yeah.
get their
Yeah.
dicks
Like
chopped off.
a motherfucker that legitimately, like, I'm not talking about like statutory, like, oh, she was 18 and I was 16 and we ended up getting married.
Nah, nothing like that.
That
That's
kind of shit.
Yeah, that's
We're
crazy.
talking about like forceful motherfucking rape. You're getting your dick fucking cut off. In public, you're gonna line up with the rest of them and they're gonna fucking let that like that old school fucking like chop your fucking
The guillotine,
the
right? Is that
guillotine.
the guillotine?
Guillotine everybody's dicks off.
Yo, guillotine, I think is the stronger one. Just
Yeah.
for the big dicks, you got to use the
Okay.
guillotine. Like that's what I would need.
Right.
So, but I'm not a pervert or rapist or anything. So, but that's a great idea. You fucking chop these wieners off in public.
Yeah.
You telling me you risk getting your dick cut off just to do what you do? No fucking way. You'd be like,
Nope.
nope, I ain't doing it.
Nope.
I ain't doing it. Yo, society
Nope.
needs like we need to be in charge. I think like we have the most common sense on this podcast. We're always coming up with great ideas. We would have no crime in our society.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. And
We
if you're
have-
really bad, you don't even get the guillotine. You get a butter knife. They're butter knifing your dick off.
Right. You have to sit there until they finish getting that shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's I mean, for people that know that kind of knife is used for like pound cake. You know, some soft. It's not used for dicks.
And then they cook your dick in front of you and make you eat it.
That's great. Plain,
Which is
no sauce, no nothing.
just burnt up dick. And then the problem is some people would end up liking it, and then they'd probably be like, "Oh, let me chop off
Oh,
other
yeah.
people's dicks and eat them."
Yeah. If you
That's how
chop off,
fucked up people are.
if you chop off like Jeffrey Dahmer's dick by accident, that
Yeah.
motherfucker's like, yo, this tastes delicious. You
Yeah.
got any more? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta watch out for those fucking people.
Man, those back in the day must have been pretty fucking fun to live in then, man, right? Like the real criminal ass motherfuckers were sneaky. Like, you're a criminal, you're a sick fuck, you're gonna get your dick cut off. Like, I'm not getting caught. I'm not getting caught, motherfucker. You see me how I wield this motherfucking sword. Anybody comes at me, I'm cutting them in half.
You gotta
You know?
be real slick. You gotta be a real slick criminal to get away with a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta be Leonardo DiCaprio when he's like a fake pilot. You know what I mean? You gotta be
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Catch me if you can.
Yeah, catch me if you can. You gotta be like that.
Yeah. But those days were those like if we combine those days with now, like they used to just kill quote unquote witches and shit like that. Like, oh, you're a witch just because like
Yeah.
your shoe fell off by accident when you were crossing the street. Like, kill that witch,
Bitch.
But
Bitch.
there's a chance that there really were legit witches going on back then as well,
It
But-
probably was.
They probably killed a lot more non-witches than they did witches,
I would say so. That's something I would be interested in, like looking up if like witches are real. When was the first witch? You know? I know
I think they're real. I think they're real.
Yeah, I mean, are there witches today?
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course, man. They probably have a connection with energy, and you don't have to necessarily be a bad witch,
Yeah,
You could be
a
you could be a sandwich.
a sandwich. Ha ha! That should be in your next fucking poem book. Open that one up in your next poem, round 2. You could be a sandwich. You don't gotta be a witch.
Yeah, you don't have to be a
Bitch.
bad witch.
I got an itch. Make it rhyme. Make it fucking whole poem of rhymes.
Hell yeah.
It's
No,
like
so
yeah,
what?
go ahead.
no, go on.
It's like magicians. Like some people think they're kind of like in a way witches. Like look at that motherfucker David Blaine. He does some fucking shit where I'm like, that's impossible.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's some fucking witch shit.
yeah. No,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he's crazy. But a lot of that shit is sleight of eye, or whatever the fuck, sleight of hand, and like
Yeah,
You
but
know.
a lot of it, you're like, there's no fucking way.
yeah, when he drowns himself and like for like 18 minutes and dies and then comes back to life and gets out somehow. That's just holds his breath forever and
Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know
jumps
about
off the Empire State Building and then just like shows up at your door. Like, hey,
think-
it's me, David Blaine.
that. Yeah, it's like, hey, David Blaine lives here now.
Yeah.
He came from the Atlantic Ocean on a pod of dolphins. I think there's a new special with David Blaine. Supposed to, I think it was New Year's Day that came out on ABC. I always enjoy watching him. I think he's fucking fantastic. It's great.
Yeah.
I got to see if that's on. I'm gonna watch that later because I already watched. The Dave Chappelle came out with a show New Year's Eve. Came
Okay.
out with another special.
Uh-huh.
He goes after like handicapped and trans people again.
Oh,
No,
God.
he's ruthless, fucking ruthless on this one.
Yeah.
Definitely tune into his special and see that for sure.
I got to send you this fucking hilarious David Blaine like parody spoof thing
Okay.
from it's fucking 16 years ago, but I'm sending it to you right now. You got to watch this when it's over. It's
Okay.
fucking hilarious, dude. It's just hilarious. But anyway, one more thing that I wanted to talk about. No, we got to get off soon, right? You got to do the pod.
Nah. I'm doing the Giants one tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What else you got?
I got this thing Eugene sent me. Let's see what it was. A video. It's a video of what the fuck is this? Okay, here, ready?
Keep talking about it. I'm listening. I'll be right there.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat it. Okay, here we go. This is how it goes. You put 1,000 fleas into a mason jar, and fleas can jump, and then you put a top on it, and fleas can jump like 3 or 4 yards, I think, up in the air or feet or whatever the fuck it is. And after a while, I don't know, maybe like a couple days or something like that, you take the top of the jar off, and the fleas cannot jump higher than the jar. They can't jump out of it. And flea babies that were created in that short amount of time don't even know how to jump out of the jar. They can't jump higher than fucking like 6 inches or something like that. So it goes to show you, number one, that the restrictions that we put on ourselves or society puts on you or your family puts on you fucking counter like goes it's legit. You know what I mean? It affects your life, and even you're born into it. If your parents teach you how to be a certain way, that's how you fucking are. Everything that you know.
Is that how
everything about
limitations are?
environment. What?
It's like limitations. That's how limitations are created. In
Yeah.
a way, that's what it's
Yeah.
saying, right?
That's what it's saying. Yep. I mean, it's like the elephant thing. An elephant is like one of the strongest fucking creatures out there. You tie a fucking chain around its neck as a kid, and you fucking put a spike in the fucking thing, and it thinks it can't move. It can pull that fucking spike out in 3 seconds, but it doesn't even try anymore because it thinks that it can't.
That's
You know?
wild.
So just think about what the fuck we believe is true.
I know, man. That's what it is. It's like almost like a brainwashing technique in a way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, why aren't we expanding their minds? Well, we're taught not to. We're taught this is how it is.
Right.
You know? I wonder if I don't know, if we just grow up in in a different I mean you could say that about anybody. If anybody grew up if I grew up like a rich, in a very wealthy family,
Yeah.
like the Trumps,
Yeah.
would I be a fucking huge dork, or would I be just cool as fuck as I am right now? Like, I don't think so. I think I'd be a fucking dork. You know what I mean? So it all depends on I guess the environment, how you brought up, were you taught? If you had people like parents saying to yourself as a baby, like, you could do anything, you could fly, you could fly. Right. You know what I mean? I guess you don't want to say that as parents, because then all of a sudden you probably jump out a window.
Right.
But, you know what I mean?
Look, mommy.
My drift. Like, mommy, I'm gonna do it today. And then bag. Like, holy shit. Like, I didn't mean it like that.
Right.
It is weird, the whole fucking flea things, how they just, you know what I mean? That they're taught that. It's very strange, but we're so far advanced as fleas. I get the similarity, I guess, the comparison in a way, but we're so far ahead of fleas. If you take anything out of this podcast, we're so much smarter than fleas.
Are we though?
Maybe not monkeys, maybe not dolphins, but definitely I would say fleas we have a leg up on.
You think so?
Yeah, or 6 or 2 legs. I don't know.
It all depends on what you consider to be smart and intelligent. I mean, fleas don't need us to live. That's for fucking sure. I'd imagine they've been alive long before us, and will live long after us.
I guess.
Just like every other creature, there's not a creature on this fucking planet that could destroy the planet, but we can. But we fucking can. We found a way to fucking do it. We could blow up everybody on the. We could kill everybody on the planet if we want to. The click of a fucking few buttons.
That's true. Yeah, we did come up with nuclear bombs and shit. I mean, that's wild. Yeah, we're the only species that can really just kill each other.
Yeah, we can annihilate the whole fucking planet, and then we're trying to go to another planet, so one day we could destroy that too.
Yeah, right. It's like we're gonna need to find a bunch of planets, so eventually we get it right.
Yeah,
we're gonna need segregation. We're gonna have to separate different groups of people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about colors, anything. I'm talking about good people. You got to pass the test.
Yeah,
almost like the psych evaluations when you want to be a cop or a fucking psychologist, whatever. You have to take those tests. Make sure you're not fucking crazy. You
Right.
got to be able to take that test, go to that planet. If you fail the test, you go to this fucking place. You know what I mean? So you keep them all together. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. That would be pretty cool. What? I'm going to fucking. I gotta go to Uranus. Fuck.
Fuck. I hate it up there.
Yeah.
It's so dark
It's
and
so dark.
sticky. So dark and sticky up Uranus.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's start thinking about what limitations might have been put on us in this world and, try to break free from them. I mean, listen, a major limitation and some people might not agree with it, but from the beginning of time, we've been put on this linear fucking lifestyle of go to school, right? You go to grammar school, you study your fucking ass off, you go to fucking high school, maybe you go to college, you get a job, you get married, you have kids, you retire, you die, right?
Yeah.
That's a linear path that they've set out
They
for
set
us,
out for us. Yeah.
you know? But like what happens when you reach those certain goals? Okay, you graduate. What happens when you get married and you have a kid? What the fuck is next, right? Now you don't have a major fucking thing other than retirement, and then you're gonna
Yeah.
fucking wish 40 years away of your life to retire. And then you retire, and then you just die.
Yeah. It seems whack, right? I think that's why a lot of like old people are like miserable and they yell at like your neighbors for parking in your house. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's a
Yeah.
lot of dumb shit that old people do. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? As they get older, I think they're just like, what the fuck is left?
Yeah,
You know, it's crazy. I think as humans, we need like, I don't know, goals, aspirations,
yeah.
something to look forward to. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, I don't know. It sucks. We're only here like, I don't know, an average of like 75 years, I guess.
Yeah.
That's really sad to think about now. I don't want to think about that. I'm already fucking halfway gone. But you know what? These podcasts are gonna fucking live forever because this just shit is out there. It's up
Right.
and people are gonna look at me. I hope you guys are listening in the year 20 2286. No, 2385.
Okay.
I hope you guys are listening to this podcast. Like, yo, this motherfucker had it right.
Yeah.
He had it right.
You did
And
have it
he had
right.
it right
You
with his
did.
fucking poems. You know,
Yeah. But,
geniuses. Geniuses.
we're just here to expand people's minds, open your mind up a little, get you thinking a little bit.
Yeah, this is my legacy right now. This fucking podcast, you know that? My fucking legacy.
It's true.
My fucking
Good
kids
legacy.
are gonna have so much money off this fucking podcast. They have no idea.
It's
No idea.
true.
You own it.
Yeah, your kids are gonna own this podcast one day. They're gonna buy the rights, so they don't even have to buy them. You're gonna give them to them.
Yeah, your kids and my kids are gonna own this shit.
Our kids, Mike.
You're gonna have
Our
to
kids
split it.
together.
Yeah, our
Our
kids.
kids.
Yeah,
When
because you know what?
when
In
you're
the
my wife.
future, you're my bitch. So in the future, like apparently two men can get pregnant now. I just, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I heard. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's
Well,
weird seeing a pregnant man with a beard. Fucking strange. But yeah,
it is.
I guess it's okay with you guys in the year 2385.
I mean, one day when the world collapses, what did you do? Kill a bug, or did you slap?
No,
Bug?
no, my fucking dog
Oh.
being a pain in the ass.
Listen, I was gonna go on that whole spiel again when the world goes down I build a castle and put a moat and make Hykalarzik my alligator and I make you my fucking my wife and because I'm the emperor.
I don't like where this is going.
I like that. I like repeating things like that because maybe some of the followers are like, I remember that stupid episode when he kept talking that shit. But you know how motherfuckers, everybody has their goals, their New Year's resolutions and all that shit, right?
Yeah, it's
Are
dumb.
you a believer in that?
No, I stopped believing in New Year's Eve shit like resolutions. I remember you used to have to do it in school. You used to have to write down what your
Yeah.
New Year's resolutions was. I'm like, I'm gonna be a better person. Never
Yeah.
happened. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just all this fucking nonsense. You know what I mean?
Right.
I love
Yeah.
the people like I'm gonna lose fucking 20 pounds and shit. Why are you waiting to fucking New Year's? Why are you hogging up and clogging up my gym?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I tell you, I hate that my gym is so packed right now for the next 2 months, but I also love fresh meat. When fresh meat come in there, you're like, oh my God. And yes, girls, we're looking at you. But you know what? If you're there and you're like a little bit like overweight, you're trying to get back in shape, we have mad respect for you. Like you go do your thing and fucking work out, stay with it. Because we just hate the people that go in there couple months they just give up. They just give up, you know. So don't be
Yeah.
that. Don't be like that. Be a little hottie. Come in here a little hottie. Look good. That's it.
Yeah, us avid gym goers, yeah, we hate that. I haven't been to the gym in fucking 38 years, and I'm fucking 40.
It's never too late. Is that your New Year's resolution now?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you like New Year's resolution or are they stupid?
No, I think they're good. Anytime you get a chance to like set a goal and try to accomplish it for the year, I think that's great. I mean,
I
you
set
know,
one every day
good. What's your goal every day? To wake up?
to get up. It's like I gotta get out of bed.
Yeah,
If I get out of bed by 7, that's a great goal. I love starting my
good.
day early. Yeah, love it.
Good. Well, my resolution this year is to just absolutely fucking dominate. So by the end of this year, I could look at myself in the mirror and be like, holy shit, I'm gonna look at myself like as if I'm Zeus. I'm Zeus on top of a fucking mountain.
TWC,
Who the fuck is TWC?
DWC. Do
What's
it.
that? Do it.
Crush it. That's it. That's my that's my life resolution right there. Okay. Fuck the day, fuck the week, fuck the
Yep.
year. Have a good day. Have a good fucking do it, win it, crush it for life.
Fuck yeah.
All right. That's the way. See how hard my voice sounds when I'm talking like that?
Yep.
Do it, win it, crush, yo.
Yep.
All right. Enough of that. Just
Yo,
do
my
it,
new.
win it,
I
crush
don't know if you saw it. What?
do it, win it, crush it, please.
I don't know if you
Please,
saw
win it, crush it.
on the group text message what my new rap name is for 2000.
Yes. What is it? FYI.
FYI,
Now, what the fuck does that stand for?
for your enjoyment. I enjoyment.
For your enjoyment. That's yeah, I seen that shit. I just did not. I was like, I think I was gonna write back, but I didn't. I was gonna write SMD. Suck my dickies. You know what I mean? Like all these fucking rap names. No. Stick to your day job of writing poems.
Yo, look at my new name on the pod right there.
FYI in the housey. Jesus Christ. That's another fucking pet peeve of mine. Spell correctly. Spell words fucking correctly. Don't sound like it. Like when you say the, don't be
Yeah.
like the. You want to
Duh.
go to my house? Go to the crib? Just speak fucking. This is an English language that some fucking maniac created in like the 1800s, I guess. And then like just like let's fucking say it how it is, you know?
Yeah, but if you think about it, man, slang, we use slang. We all go, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't doing that. Ain't is a
It
pretty
ain't a word.
slangy fucking word, you know?
Yeah, it's terrible. I hate that I do it.
Yeah,
But they hate us because they ain't us, you know?
that's true. He's not wrong.
Think about that. Think about all the fucking languages that just popped up around the world and people fucking understand it.
Yeah.
Who's the original asshole that created language?
Swahili.
Like, come on, man. We have like African tribes that like and they fucking understand that shit.
Hell yeah.
That's how far language goes back, where ancient tribes were fucking like doing some shit with their tongues, creating a language. Then some asshole came along, did English language, and then some fucking Japanese shit and Chinese. It's like Rush. Like there's so many different languages. It's like, who the fuck was the original asshole that created each language?
I
That's
don't know.
another one to fucking look up. I bet anything it wasn't that long ago.
I think
know
it
what
was
I'm saying?
long. I think it was long ago.
What century you think languages came about?
BC, motherfucker.
You think BC? I'm
Yeah.
thinking 200 years tops. I think
Fuck off.
before that, we were just walking around, fucking eating, shitting.
Dude,
and
the Roman Greeks and the Romans, they were all fucking like speaking like the Roman, what, they speaking Latin and shit like that. Fucking Greek, old Greek, ancient Greek and shit.
Okay, so probably Latin was probably the oldest language, right?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think they had like Mesopotamian, and remember Mesopotamia is like the oldest motherfucking like society or some shit like that, right? They
Sounds
the
like
the Mayans and shit like that, they were speaking fucking ancient fucking languages and shit like that.
I don't
What's
know.
the oldest language? English.
Is it English?
Let's see. No, historians and
Latin.
linguists generally agree that Sumerian, Akkadian, and Egyptian are the oldest languages with a
Oh,
clear written
Egyptians.
record.
Okay. Okay, I can see Egyptians, man. They were
Yeah.
smart fucking smart group of people at a time.
Yeah.
They used to bury fucking kings. Like they carve out some crazy shit where it's like, how
Yeah.
the fuck did you make that? You see
Yeah.
some of these ancient tubs of fucking these Egyptian shits, or Egyptian like kings and
Yeah.
princesses, bro. Like some of their fucking like coffins, like there's no way, they did that
Yeah.
shit. There's something, I don't know. We're being lied to, people. There's some other shit going on. There's a lot of information that we haven't been told. That's I think that's my point of the podcast. I think
You're
there's
right.
a lot more information that is out there that we haven't heard the truth or got access from yet. So
Right.
just instead of fucking watching the boob tube, the TV, except if you're watching Quantum Leap, that's cool. But take some time out and fucking Google some shit. Look up some, some random facts. Go down the rabbit hole of fucking YouTube,
Hmm.
Watch some monkeys drive around enclosures on golf cart, Do that.
Do it. Open your mind,
Win it.
baby. Expand your mind.
Expand your mind. But you gotta do it.
Win it.
Win it.
Crush it.
That's right. That's it. Hey,
Yep.
I'll just say it again because I love it. I love saying it. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, and always remember, enjoy the new year. Enjoy your life.
Keep that ass tight in 2024. With that, we out. See you
Peace.
next week. Peace.
I'm the cat in the box.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do, yeah, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you, and all the things you do. And it was called